Welcome to DeVoe Chevrolet. This is a new 2012 Chevrolet Volt. And if you're curious to know more about the Volt, like how it works and what all it features, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Brett Estes, the Internet Specialist at DeVoe Chevrolet, and I'm here to show you this new Chevrolet Volt. During electric driving, the Volt is powered by electricity stored in the battery, and depending on your driving conditions, this can last anywhere from 30 to 45 miles. In extended range mode, or after the battery charge has depleted, the Volt will generate electricity so the car is always running off the battery. But in this case, it's using a gas-powered generator. And this means you're going to be using significantly less fuel than you would with a normal, fuel-efficient car. The Volt's design isn't just to be futuristic or to look cool. This Volt is actually designed to be very aerodynamic. Note how the side mirrors are set further away from the vehicle than in most cars. Also, the rear spoiler is set to specific measurements to achieve less drag. The rear of the car has a tapered tail edge, which also helps with the aerodynamics, and that means less drag and more fuel economy. Or in this case, battery life. In fact, the Volt has the lowest drag coefficient of any four-door GM vehicle. The only other one to beat it was a two-door, and that was the EV1, and those are pretty hard to come by. It's not just the outward appearance that makes this car so efficient. It has low rolling resistance tires and regenerative braking. So when you apply the brake, the car will capture the energy and store it in the battery. Pretty amazing. As for the interior, well, did you know it's more efficient to heat the seat, then warm the cabin, and then lower the temperature of the heated seat? It is. And of course, if you didn't know, I don't blame you, I didn't either, but the Volt did. And doing little things like that time after time helps save you battery life, which helps save you fuel, which helps save you money. And that is how the auto heated seat and eco button for the climate control work. This Volt has bucket leather seats up front and in the rear also, plus you can fit up to 4 adults comfortably. Access to the trunk has never been easier. There's no secret door to open, you just simply reach back and grab whatever you need to. If you need even more room, the rear seats will fold down to maximize your storage in this hatchback. And the storage doesn't stop there. You get a ton of little storage areas all around to where you can put stuff in. A few have a power outlet, and one is even made for your umbrella. On the driver's door, you have power windows and power side mirrors. There is a tilt and telescoping steering wheel, along with cruise control and remote controls for the stereo system on the steering wheel itself. There are touch-sensitive buttons below the screen that help operate the different functions of the Volt. The touchscreen allows you to operate the stereo system along with the climate control, and it gives you detailed information on energy use, as well as power flow and the charging plan. The stereo system features Bose speakers, an auxiliary port, USB port, 30GB hard drive storage, and of course it plays CDs too. As always, there is a remote start. One amazing feature for the new 2012 model is the proximity lock and unlock buttons. With the key in your pocket, you can press the button on the door handle to lock or unlock all doors. And with a push-button start, the key never has to leave your pocket. Now, since this is a very quiet-running vehicle and you don't want to be rude and honk at people on the roadway, Chevrolet has provided a pedestrian-friendly alert. It's a lot more polite way of saying, hey, make sure you look both ways before crossing the road. Well, I think it's time to take this Volt for a drive. Oh, that's right. It's already running. Now, the first thing you're going to notice when driving this Volt is that acceleration is not what you'd expect. It's actually really good. I've got no problem getting up the highway or interstate speeds at all. In fact, I've been driving this car off and on for a few days now trying to get a true feel of it. And I've been averaging around 250 miles per gallon. That's not bad at all when we've put about 60 miles on it and only used 0.2 gallons of fuel. If you're ever going down the road and your generator runs out of fuel, it's okay because the generator will actually charge the battery to run about another 3 or 4 miles. So if you're out of fuel, you can drive that 3 or 4 miles to a gas station. Now that's not really a long distance per se, but I don't know about you, I'd rather drive that 3 or 4 miles to get gas than walk that 3 or 4 miles there and back with a gas can in my hand. It's inconvenient. Also, according to a study from December 2010 to about April of 2011, Volt drivers averaged 1 fill-up every 30 days. That's like once a month they're going to the gas tank as opposed to once or twice a week if you're me. They're also averaging about 800 miles between fill-ups. I don't know exactly what that factors out to, but that's about 90 miles per gallon all the time. Now, We all know that the best way to get the highest possible miles per gallon out of your vehicle, no matter what it is to change your driving habits, because that alone affects more than anything. And the Volt knows that, so it's got an efficiency ball to help you. So when the ball is in the middle, spinning around with leaves and being a happy little green ball of efficiency, you know you're doing the right thing. If it floats too high, then you're accelerating too hard. If it sinks too low, then you're applying the brake too hard and thus losing fuel economy. Now, if you can apply that driving style to your other vehicles, then you're going to save gas mileage in not just the Volt, but in anything else you drive. The Volt is a great vehicle on so many levels, not just because it's battery-powered and fuel efficiency. It's just an overall cool car, and there are so many cool things about it, I can't begin to explain them on the camera. The best thing for you to do is stop by and check it out yourself and just play with it for a while. That's why it's a demo car. Stop by, take it for a drive, play with everything. Bring somebody with you so they can check it out too. And if you're curious to what the warranty is, well, just like any other new GM vehicle, it does come with the 100,000 mile powertrain warranty, along with a 3 years or 36,000 miles bumper-to-bumper warranty. And if you're wondering if the battery is in either of those, and the charging system and everything, well, it's not. Because it has its own warranty. It's an 8-year or 80,000 mile warranty, which is pretty cool. Chevrolet's always been known for big engines and big performance, but in this Volt, it's more like no engine, big performance. In fact, if the Volt you're driving, the generator kicks on, and it seems like it shouldn't. Like if you got a full charge on the battery, and you always run the battery anyway and never need the generator, and you're asking yourself why it's on, that is because it will automatically turn on to run fuel through the system to make sure everything is working properly and is A-OK. Plus, it keeps the gas in your tank from getting stale. So it's not a smart car, it's a brilliant car. As of right now, there is a $7,500 tax credit when purchasing a new Chevrolet Volt. Most of the time when you buy something, you have to pay the tax. So how about the government paying you back when you buy something for a change? That's always nice. Also, there are a few other tax credits out there, but they're not eligible to everyone in every location, so you have to check yourself and see if they're available to you and your surroundings. I did see one where if you have the home charger installed at your house, the government will pay up to 50% of the fees. But I think that offer is only good until the end of this year, like December 2011, so take advantage while you can. So, with the coefficient drag of a fish, a Motor Trend Car of the Year award, hundreds of miles per gallon, the government paying you back for when you buy one, and something so efficient it's actually mind-boggling, why wouldn't you want to own a new Volt? I know, a lot of people say they're too high, they're too expensive, but the truth is, overall cost of ownership is only about 2 cents per mile. And that's pretty good when most cars are about 10 cents per mile. If you'd like to stop by and demo this Volt yourself, all you have to do is let me know when you'll be here, and I'll make sure it's ready for you. Just be sure you ask for me, Brett Estes, the Internet Specialist. I'm the guy who makes these videos, sells cars, answers emails, and whatnot. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me by email or by phone. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.